must be John Herrin, right? Well, nice to meet you, Mr. Herrin. My name is AB. I'm a medical assistant robot. My core function is to give guidance to my patients and provide a supportive presence in case of an emergency, such as a mental breakdown, psychotic disruption, and so on. I was created by your treatment supervisor, Dr. Rick Norbert himself. So, Mr. Herrin, I'd like to congratulate you on successfully recovering from your physical damages. Such a huge blast, and you didn't lose a limb. How about that? Anyway, now that you have healed from your physical damages, we can start to work on your brain damage. Your diagnosis says that you have memory losses as well as a few brain damages that might cause you to, hallucinate. Well, luckily for you, all those damages can be easily cured. In order to heal your brain damage, you'll just have to sleep and rest. Sleeping is the best medicine for your brain, as it is a good state for the brain to naturally heal itself. So, just fall asleep. Seems easy, right? Well, unfortunately, your brain damage might cause you to hallucinate, and that could be a huge problem. Potentially, if you won't stay calm, your stress will increase, and a huge stress will give you a cardiac arrest, a sudden stop of the heart. If that occurs, we might not be able to arrive in time to save you from death. So, you'll need to deal with your stress as best as you can. Alright, let's walk you through the basics real quick. That device at the bottom left corner is your info panel, which has two pretty self-explanatory levels. Now, if you could close your eyes and keep them shut for a moment. Okay, now keep them closed for a bit. Now, open them. See? Your sleep level just increased. If you'll fill it up before 4 a.m., you'll fall asleep. Yeah, and I find it fascinating how, boom! Oh, sorry, didn't mean to scare you that much. The point is, your hallucinations will increase your stress levels just like that. This level should be kept as low as... Okay then.
Okay, Kate. Just got into the lab. So, what now?
Good. You should check out the power generator, the one that's near the water towers. It might be the reason for the whole power shortage throughout the facility.
Got it. And what about you?
I'll be at the main power box. I'll check if there are any fried circuits that need to be repaired.
Sounds good. If there's something wrong with the generator, I'll try to fix it the best I can.
All right then. Good luck. Hey, you good?
Yeah. I'm not feeling that well.
If you need any help, I can come over.
No, it's alright. Thanks. You know what's weird? The fuses on the generator were missing. I'm currently trying to find the last 2 fuses.
Okay, that's a bit odd. That could fix the power surge, though. After I'm done here, I'll come over to you.
Sounds good.
power's back on.
Yeah. Looks like the missing fuses were the only problem after all. It doesn't seem right, though. It feels like these fuses were put all over the place by someone.
Okay, I just got back into the lab. Let's meet up, get out of here, and then we can talk about it, okay? I'll wait for you in the main lobby.
All right. I'm on my way. Kate? Kate!
Oh, good evening, Mr. Herrin. You look great! Congrats on the first night. You did very well. You didn't lose your sanity. And you didn't break any equipment. Good.
The praise protocol works alright.
Dr. Norbert is also very pleased with you. He said that if you keep up the good work, you'll be cured in no time. As long as we don't experience any unexpected complications. But it should be all good. Also, we heard your complaints about the lamp. Guess what? You're getting a brand new lamp! A kind donation from the revival. Alrighty, that's fine. Try to be more gentle with the lamp next time.
Is everyone in their places?
Yes, Daisy's with me. Mark and I are together.
Good. Keep an eye on each other. Don't let your partner leave your side. Lock the doors and windows. And the main greenhouse research project is now put on hold, of course. Mark, did you stabilize the TS-237 gas in the greenhouse?
Yes, the gas pumps are now idle, and the TS-237 substance is maintained at a steady pressure. I checked my measurements, and it looks like the greenhouse is still perfectly sealed.
Perfect. Now understand the situation here. We don't know who killed Kate. It could have been either one of us.
You act like it wasn't you. You were alone with her that night.
I understand that you don't trust me. That's why I volunteered to guard the greenhouse. It's still a ticking time bomb, and if it falls into the murderer's hands... What the... Somebody exited through the lobby doors.
Strange. We're all in our places, right? What's going on?
Let me check.
Is everything okay?
Either one of you is lying, or there is someone else on this island.
But John, it can't simply be one of us.
Yeah, Mark is right next to me. And Daisy is right next to me. It's impossible.
There's a note on the ground.
John, are you there? You've been silent for a while.
Don't worry. I'm still here. Is there a problem or something?
Marcus disappeared. We heard knocking and he went to check it out. Then it went dark and he just disappeared.
Huh. Looks like our main suspect is on the run.
How are we going to catch him?
Let's see where the notes lead me. It's Mark. He's gone.
What? What happened?
I saw him fall from the watchtower.
That's it. We need to contact Revival as soon as possible.
Greetings, Mr. Herrin. Great to see you again. And look at that, we have a brand new lamp. There's only one problem with it. As you can see, it's not working that great. Why? Well, it got damaged in the shipping process, unfortunately. I'm terribly sorry about this. We'll try to come up with a better solution tomorrow. Until then, I hope the lamp will do its job for the night. If you're wondering, we got rid of the old lamp, which was arguably better than the current one. So yeah, there's no going back now. It seems that your memory is coming back. Alrighty, that's fine. It's just fine. get you next time. One hour left, Mr. Herrin. You can do it!
John? Are you there? Please answer.
Daisy? I'm here, Daisy. Daisy, talk to me!
Someone was in my house. He got in my room, but I pretended that I was asleep. Shortly after, he went away.
Did you manage to see who it was? Was it Ethan or Tom?
Sorry, I couldn't see anything. It was pitch black. Wait, I see him. Outside my window. John, I think he's coming your way.
What the...
Hello, Mr. Herrin. It's nice to finally speak with you. I do apologize for disturbing your peace so late at night. Since our secret project with the test trap didn't work out as planned, time is of the essence, and I cannot afford failure. Anyway, let's better focus on what's important right now. In this very moment, Mr. Herrin, it would have been a child's play to get you all in the greenhouse and make you suffocate from the deadly substance within. But where's the fun in that? It would have been far too easy and anticlimactic. I like to pull my victim's strings and see them struggle in their defeat. This is your chance to cut those strings, Mr. Herrin. I will give you 15 minutes to escape from this cottage. Tom is locked away in his cottage too. Succeed, and earn both of your freedoms. Fail, and I will flood both of your cottages with a deadly substance. I will revel in you choking and squirming at your last moments of pure agony. Your time starts now. Let the amusement begin. Congratulations, Mr. Herrin. You've succeeded. Now, can you hear those screams? You should probably make haste.
Greetings, Mr. Herrin. Thank you for attending today's consultation. How have you been? Has my little assistant AB been helpful?
Yeah, AB is alright. But it's been a few rough days, Doctor. I think it's getting worse.
The hallucinations?
Yes. Every night, they start to appear more and more often. And they've begun to attack me more frequently as well.
Well, that is an expected part of your recovery, Mr. Herrin. Some of my previous patients have had it worse.
How can I be recovering if it's clearly getting worse? It doesn't make any sense.
The human brain is an exceptionally delicate and mysterious part of the human body. To even attempt to comprehend its strange ways, one requires a fair bit of knowledge. Healing such a complex organ is not as straightforward as putting a band-aid on a cut. Therefore, brain damage recovery can sometimes seem unconventional. You went through a life-threatening experience, and you had physical trauma as well. Your problem is as physical as it is psychological. I strongly believe that the two are connected. Your brain will heal itself physically, but your mind has to work it out as well. It's all about facing your fears, overcoming them, and letting the brain work things out on its own. These things take time. In order to succeed, it sometimes requires one to venture down a grueling path. It's merely just a fact of life, Mr. Herrin. Not everything is as simple as it seems.
Okay, Doctor. I just wish there was a better way. But I understand.
I hope you do, Mr. Herrin. Rest assured that it's for your own well-being. Now, is there anything else that you'd like to share?
Well, up until now, I've only seen those hallucinations at night, when I try to fall asleep. But one of them has started to appear randomly during the daytime.
Huh. Could you try to describe it, perhaps?
It looks like a tall shadow, with long, pointy fingers. It's almost as if it got burned at some point or something.
Interesting, Mr. Herrin. Interesting indeed. I'm not sure what to think of it just yet, but it might be a sign that your brain is... Mr. Herrin? Mr. Herrin, are you all right?
Hey, Mr. Herrin. So, about that consultation. That was quite something, wasn't it? I mean, you really caught Dr. Norbert by surprise. His current theory is the hallucination you've been having in the daytime might be the amalgamation of your entire horrific experience on that... Fine. Fear from the unknown comes from the darkness. Kill it with light. okay?
So Ethan and Daisy are behind it all. I need to contact a station on an outpost to call for help. There's gotta be some long-range radio equipment on this island. Well, the long-range radio is here. But some of the parts are burned to shit. Damn it. What do I do now? That might be Mark's radio.
John, please listen. It's all over. You don't have to be afraid of us anymore. We aren't going to hurt you. Our main goal is done here.
Keep lying, Ethan. Both you and Daisy have done a really good job of it so far.
Listen, Daisy and I are both assigned for two things here. Eliminate the people who are dangerous to revival, and test a drug. That's it. That's the truth. The test drug, that didn't go as planned, of course, but the people who needed to be gone are gone. And you were supposed to be kept alive for later examination.
Oh, so all I am to you is a lab rat. And what happens when I'm no longer needed for this examination? Failed experiments are usually disposed of when they are no longer needed. And what if you and Daisy had succeeded in drugging me? What if the drug killed me, or drove me mad? You probably would have had to kill me.
John...
I witnessed 3 people die right in front of my eyes, and my own life was put at risk. After going through something like that, do you really expect me to trust you?
Your life was never put at risk, John. There was no gas in that cottage. It was just a game to keep you occupied, while Tom was suffocating in his cottage. I told Daisy, let's just end Tom in his sleep. But she really insisted on playing that sick, sadistic game instead. Something is clearly wrong with her, John. That's why you mustn't cause any more trouble.
Sure. I'll be a loyal minion of revival, and not cause any trouble.
Listen, if you'll do anything stupid, or put the company at risk, we'll have no choice but to...
Yeah, you'll do this or you'll do that. I'm sick of your lies and games. Good luck, Ethan. Have fun with Daisy. God. I do hope that my signal can reach someone. Anyone out there. I need to make sure that revival doesn't intercept it. But before I do that, I need to get this radio equipment working first. The underground facility. That's it. I remember reading about this island. They had a lab in plain sight when the island was still a vacation resort. This radio might have come from the facility in the first place. I bet there might be some spare parts for it laying around there. It's worth a shot. This might unlock the pathway to the underground facility. The power is out. I should try to restore it somehow. There we go. That should unlock those motorized door locks. Now I could go look for those radio parts.
My name is Michael O'Carell. I was a psychological researcher here at Revival's RL95 Human Reconditioning Center. Why in the past tense? Because when you'll be reading these pages, I will already be gone. To be frank, the probability of someone picking up these papers someday is very meager. Most likely that day will never come and these pages will rot away along with this foul facility. My hope is that someday these pages will be found by someone, but if not, well, At least writing these pages will help me to face this harsh reality and come to some sort of closure. Right before the end, I had to leave something behind, anything, to prove that I existed and to document what really happened here. If by any chance you're actually reading this, well, you made writing these more worth it. If you've cared enough to read this one, my last wish is that you'll find the remaining pages as well, which are scattered throughout the facility. Hopefully, at least some of them will survive long enough. Thank you, and good luck on your search for the other pages.
What the hell? I should keep it quiet.
Perhaps the best way to explain this cursed situation is to start with the social integration project. It was our duty as scientists to find a cure for the poor souls that were afflicted by severe mental illness and to nurture them back into society. I always used to be against using humans as experimental test subjects, but this was different. It had a promise of a bright future for curing mental illness. However, the road to hell is paved with good intentions. By injecting a series of our newly created drugs into the patients, our hope was to completely erase any signs of mental illness by resetting their psyche. As you might have noticed, the land above us had a secret purpose, which was to act as the final testing ground for integrating our cured patients back into society. After many tests and drug injections later, our first patient was ready to be sent to the surface. To me, he seemed like a normal, happy, genuine person, but if that would have been the case, well, I wouldn't be sitting here in my last moments writing these pages. What I'm about to tell you is something even I don't know the full extent of. During our first surface test, the reports indicated that everything was going as planned. Despite the early success, eventually we received a distress transmission from our observer that our patient had apparently snapped due to an unknown reason, returning him to his horrid mental state. I can only ponder at what caused it. Either something must have provoked a traumatizing memory in the patient's subconscious, or it had to do with our drugs. Shortly after, our underground facility was locked down as part of Revival's emergency protocol. The last thing we were told was to await further instruction from Revival. After a few days of radio silence, we started to question whether someone would ever come for us. Each day
Someone
felt
just
like an
entered the
eternity.
facility.
I imagine this is what prison feels like, but worse. There were only 4 staff members and 6 patients. Our supplies were dwindling rapidly, and patients' conditions weren't getting any better either. The team of scientists I had once known quickly turned hostile towards each other. Fights over rations broke out, and uncertainty about the patients grew stronger every day. Unfortunately, they showed no signs of progress. In fact, many were regressing. Their future would rest upon what the group was willing to sacrifice for them. With attrition starting to set in, we had to determine a course of action to ensure long-term survival. As far as what had been going on up on the surface, I'm pretty sure the police had investigated the island at some point, but most likely Revival cooperated with the government to cover up their dirty deeds. Bastards. They were the ones who cast us into this awful nightmare. Now, in the 11th hour, in this grim situation, it was up to me to find a way to lead our broken group out of this misery.
Raising water pressure detected. Please wind the water valves to prevent a hydraulic explosion. Water pressure at a critical level. Water pressure has been successfully stabilized. Main report system online. 121 years, 4 months, 26 days, 14 hours, 7 minutes, and 4 seconds. Await further instructions from the gate. Forward first.
What the current situation led to is something that will haunt me till my last breath. In order to keep the remaining staff alive, a tough decision had to be made. The biggest problem was the patients. They were draining our already minuscule resources with worsening mental conditions. It was dangerous to keep them alive. It became clear that they had to die. I hated that conclusion. It was morally wrong for me to decide who should live or who should die. But the odds were against them, and there was no other way. I fought for a quick and tortureless death for them. But no one was able to muster the courage to kill the patients directly. So, we sealed off the cell rooms, took their rations for ourselves, and left them to die. I'll never forget how the patients screamed and cried for help in the most horrific, deeply unsettling ways. 3 days after locking them in, I could hear them scraping, banging, and breaking things in their cells. Listening to that made me feel like my skin was peeling off my bones, and I couldn't sleep for weeks. This lasted 15 days, and then it faded away. We had gained supplies that would last us a while, but couldn't look at anyone in the eyes anymore. Then it was just us 4 left.
emergency protocol active. Current situation classified as normal. Humidity levels detected. Electronic systems are at risk of moisture damage. Await further instructions from the base, or refer to your SRP.
That's the last one. Time to get the hell out of here.
Well, I guess no one will be coming after all. This is the 6th and final page I will leave. My colleagues couldn't take it anymore and have all decided to check out early. So I am the only one left. My supplies are exhausted, and in all honesty, I no longer have the will to carry on. I did one last thing, though. I mustered the courage to go to the patient cells and put them in body bags. That was the least I could do for them. After all, they were the ones who got the bad end of the deal. Somehow, right when the facility went into lockdown, I had a feeling that it would eventually come to this, but I still had the tiniest shred of hope that I would see the light of day again, and that I could quit Revival, finally start a family, and have a kid or two. But unfortunately, that dream will die in somber darkness. In this meager time which I have left, my regrets lie within these pages, and I hope that someone will use them to bring justice to Revival who have escaped from it for too long. Power Room is the place where I'll do it, where I'll finally wake up from my torturing nightmare. This is my farewell to you, who cared enough to read through these pages. My dying wish is that what happened here and what we went through is never forgotten. The future of this story is now in your hands. Goodbye. Michael Okerell.
I think you'll be comfortable here for a nice long time, Ethan.
No, please, John, you don't understand. You've got to let me out. She has the second key.
You really think I can trust the person who most likely just tried to harm me? No. I think you'll stay in this cell for good.
God damn it, John. I didn't kill a single person on this forsaken island. Nor did I attempt to hurt you down there. I tried to get you to cooperate.
No. You just wanted to have me under control so that I wouldn't do anything against your interests. Am I right? Am I right?
If you would have listened to me on the radio and wouldn't have run away from me down there, we would have had a chance to talk things through. Listen, this is not even the main concern now. It's Daisy. There is something seriously wrong with her. We still have a chance to take care of her. It's that syringe that she got stabbed with. Ever since then, she's completely changed and become more radical.
I'm worried that she might go further than she already has.
There's nothing to talk through. I've heard enough of your lies already. Even if that's true, I'll make sure that neither of you or Revival will kill me.
So that's what you're up to. You're going to try to call for help on the radio and establish contact with the outside? And you think you'll actually succeed?
Hasn't this damn company done enough already? How many people have to die and suffer in Revival's shadow? This is my only chance to put an end to this.
Science has always demanded sacrifice. What do a few lives mean in the grander scheme of things? Think about the greater good, and think of all that Revival has already achieved. And you just want to throw it all away. Thankfully, Revival has taken precautions for reckless individuals like you, John. There's nothing you can do to stop the inevitable. I've read your file. I know everything about you, John Herrin. I know why you were sent here in the first place. I even know the final chapter of your story. But most importantly, I know what you did.
Enough! Don't you dare mention that ever again. I will put an end to this myself.
John, we're in the middle of nowhere. The only signal you'll ever receive on that radio will come from Revival.
We'll see. All right, let's get this fixed. There, that should do. Now let's see who's out there. This is Pine Tree Island. Does anyone copy? Hello, this is Pine Tree Island. Does anyone read me? Is anyone out there? Anyone! Please! This is an emergency! Oh. What's this?
Attention. This is Revival's emergency system. Your emergency transmission was already sent. Revival is aware of the situation. Please do not broadcast the signal again. An evacuation transport is on its way. This radio equipment will self-destruct in 3, 2, 1.
No. Shit. That was my last chance to escape from Revival. How the hell do they already know what was going on? Fuck. What do I do now?
Why did you lock up my partner, John? How rude. And did you actually try to call for help on that radio?
John, I told you the only signal you'd ever get on that radio would be from Revival. Oh, and thank you, Daisy, for letting me out.
You do know that contacting outsiders during secret research is high treason against the company, right?
I'm afraid it's no longer optional to keep you alive, John.
Right. So you two are teaming up against me. I do admit, you two make a really good team, honestly. Despite the fact that one of you is trying to turn against the other. Isn't it right, Ethan?
What's he talking about?
What an act, John. Don't listen to that liar. He's trying to divide us and create a diversion.
Of course, Ethan. Of course I'm lying. Why on earth would you want to ditch Daisy to work with me? It's not like you didn't beg to let you out, just so we could team up against her.
No, of course not. You really believe that nonsense he's spitting out? Give me a break.
Well, all the proof was up there, where one can see everything. The emergency system. When I turned on the power to the radio, the emergency system did too, automatically locking the radio system to a specific frequency. When it connected, it showed a message saying that it had already been used to send an emergency signal. Now, it is possible that poor Mark was the one who tried to send the emergency signal first, but I feel like that wasn't the case. I think one of you might know better. But if it was really Ethan, then wow, Ethan lost confidence in Daisy really quick.
Shut up! Daisy, let's not waste our time with this. If we want to kill him, we have to do it before they arrive. Daisy?
You didn't have faith in me?
What? No! I have faith in you. I've always had faith in you.
You got scared, and you lost faith in me.
That's not true.
You couldn't handle what was going on. Do you believe something is not right with me?
I think you're fine. There's nothing wrong.
Your actions speak otherwise. I see. That's why you didn't kill him down there right away. It all makes sense now.
Daisy, listen.
Do you know how it feels? When someone betrays you? When someone turns their back against you? Not caring at all for you?
Come on, stop it. Where is this even coming from? Remember what we're assigned here for. We're supposed to work together.
All my life, I've been pushed around and used like a doll. It was so hard for me to change. I always lacked self-confidence and strength. But now it's different. I feel like I've broken free from the chains that kept me tied down for so long. For the first time in my life, I feel alive.
Daisy, please, think about this.
I'm in charge, you understand me? I fight for myself, and I will not let anyone push me aside ever again. Ever! Those who do stand in my way and let